In position 3, you will stop for 10 or 15 minutes then, maximum 20 minutes break in position 3, and then continue to your campsite. So this will take about 3 hours going up normally. Coming from 1,800 to get 2,600, and then it's the hardest trek of your first day. So it's all the way up, there is no flat, no down on that part. Some people call that place as a 7 hill of regret. Yeah, because when you finish the first hill, it looks like finish the track, but actually there is few more hill in front. Yeah, that is the hardest one of your first day. So take it slow and steady, even though you are in a big group. There's quite big group. You are coming from different states, but you don't have to do a competition. So you have a two trekking guide. For example, if some people walking a little bit fast, so one guide going with the fast people, and then one guide walking behind. So we'll make sure that you are covered by the two guides. Yeah. You take it slow and steady. For information, your second day will be the longest day. Second day is the hardest day. It will be even 12 hours. Because you have to do the summit in the same day, so you start walking maybe around 2 a.m., 2:30, yeah, for the summit. 6 hours up and down, and then you have to go down 3 hours to the lake, and then you go up to get your second campsite. That way, take it slow and steady. You don't want to push yourself to walk very fast on your first day, and then second day you cannot walk because second day is the biggest day, and then there is a nice place to visit on your second day. You're going up to the summit, you go to the hot spring, and then to get the second campsite. Okay, we'll continue this explanation. So from Ocean 3 to get the campsite, it will take about 3 hours going up. This is the hardest trek. Normally, you will be at your campsite at about 4 p.m. Now, 4 to 5 p.m. you'll be at the campsite. After you reach the campsite, your guide will make your tent. After your tent ready, you can change the clothes. Yeah. After you change the clothes, having some fried banana, having hot drink, almost to the sunset time, your guide will give you dinner, or up just after the sunset time. Because your first night you have to wake up early morning, so the guide will make dinner is a bit earlier. You have to go sleep a bit earlier. You have to wake up early morning. For sunset time, so normally starting at 3 a.m. to get the sunrise at 6 a.m. because the summit will spend about 3 hours, but start a bit earlier is much better. Yeah, especially when it's a lot of people there, so of course you have to walk a little bit slow. Yeah, you can discuss with the guide also. Yeah, after dinner time, at what time you will start the summit. So they will see how is your walk on your first day, and how is your pace on your first day. Yeah, so they can decide it at what time you should starting for the summit. But we recommend to start a bit earlier. So normally starting at 3, so maybe you can start like at 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. Just in case, because the track of the summit is totally different. Yeah, I met some people been to Tumanagu when we do on the 7 hill of Rinjani. He said Rinjani is nothing compared to Agung, but when we do the summit, he cried. That's why some summit track is totally different because the sand mostly sandy. Yeah, so it's 2 step up, slide down a little bit. Yeah, so the summit will spend about 3 hours normally, 3 hours until 3.5 hours normally for the summit. So there is a 3 section of the summit. But when you're going up to the summit, because after the summit you're going back down to the same place, yeah, you don't have to take all of this stuff. So you only need to bring the thing for the summit, like your warm clothes. Of course, your important thing you should bring with you. Yeah, just in case, like your wallet, your camera, you must bring with you. If just clothes, you can just leave it in the tent. Your photo is still there, so they can look after when you start. And then also when you're starting at 2 a.m., 2:30 for example, you should be wake up half an hour before starting time to do the preparation, prepare for your stuff, and also for having a light breakfast. So your guide will give you a small breakfast before you do the summit, and also to give the waters, yeah. And then you start walking at 2:30. So there's a 3 section of the summit. The first section of the summit is from camp to get the ridge. This is second hardest of the summit. If you see from the campsite, it's almost 45 degrees. It's really steep up, and then it's totally sandy, deep sand. So let's make it step up, slide down a little bit. Yeah. And then second part, so this one is for 1 hour, the first hour, and then the second part is along the ridge. From the ridge to get the beginning of the last part, that is for 1 hour, that is second hour. That is less steep, but much longer, long distance. Yeah. less steep but longer. And then the last part is from the ridge to get the top. That is quite short, but it's really steep up. That is the hardest one. So on the first part, mostly sandy. Second part is less of sand. Last part is sand and gravel. That is make it harder. Yeah, it's totally sand and gravel on the last part. So normally you will be at the summit is about 6 a.m. That is the target for the sunrise. So sunrise is around 6:10, 6:20 in the morning. So after you reach the top, so you can see all over of Lombok because there is the highest place. Yeah, even from this side also you can see the full lake because from your campsite you cannot see full of the lake because it's blocked by this mountain, by a part of the summit. So you only see the whole of the lake when you are reach the ridge here or when you are on the summit. From the summit, you can see all over of Lombok. You can see the Gili Island, Mountain Agni in Bali. On the east side, you can see the Sumbawa Island. Yeah, on the south, you can see the coast of Kuta Lombok. Yeah, you can see the ocean of Kuta Lombok. And you can spend about half an hour at the top, half an hour, maximum 45 minutes. For picture with the sign of 3,700, and that sign is only on the top. So you must be reach the top maybe if you want to take a picture with that sign. Yeah, as a proof that you've been there. Summit for the view compared to your second campsite, actually this one is nicer, but summit is more than just view. It's more like an achievement. Yeah, that's why I said maximum 45 minutes on the top because you have schedule to go down to the lake after the summit, and then you have to get here before that night for your second day. Okay, after spend about half an hour to 45 minutes at the top, before sunrise temperature is really cold. It's about 3 degrees, even 0. But after sunrise, it will be really hot because you are it's like in a higher place, so it's closer to the sun. Yeah, still long walking down to get the camp again. That will take about 2 hours until 2.5 hours normally. So going down is a little bit easier, a little bit faster. Yeah, especially on the deep sand, so it's not slippery. It's just like a skiing. Yeah, sand skiing. You don't have any snow there, so you do like a sand skiing. Yeah, trekking pole is quite necessary actually. Yeah, especially to keep the balance, the walking stick. Okay, so after coming back from the summit, after you reach the campsite again, so your guide will pass you water for wash your face, wash your hand because it's a little bit dusty on the top. So you can wash, make a fresh first after you're feeling okay, after you feel fresh or having your second breakfast. And then after having a second breakfast, so you will start walking down to the lake. So you should prepare directly because you have to go to here. So you should prepare yourself and then you should be starting walking down from 2,600 to get the lake at 2,000 meters. This is on your second day. So it will take about 3 hours going down. This one is about 2.5 kilometers of distance. The first 1.5 hours, the first halfway is really steep down on the rock. It's totally rocky. That is, some people they call this one is even much harder than compared to this. Going down on this place because it's rock, so it's not really good for the knees. Especially after long walking of your first day, after long walking for the summit, going down on this part is quite hard. Yeah, and it's really narrow. So if you want to take pictures, so please don't do by walking. Please follow the pattern of the taking that. It's really narrow and just in front of you is really deep right in there. And then another 1.5 hours, mountain easy. It's been like up and down until the lake. So this one is 1.5 hours on the steepest part, and then easiest part is 1.5 hours. So target will be at the lake campsite. At the lake area is about 1 p.m. Yeah, the target will be there around 1 p.m. And then you will spend maximum 2 hours in the lake. Yeah, for lunch and then for shower at the hot spring. So after you get the lake, so you can go to the hot spring for a shower first. It takes about 10 minutes of walking around the lake to get the hot spring. And then after spend about half an hour in the hot spring for healing the muscle, yeah, relax in the hot spring. And then after you back to the lake again for having lunch. And then after having lunch, you start walking up from 2,000 meters to get 2,600. So it's walking up again. So you're walking down from 2,600 to get 2,000 meters, and you're going up from 2,000 meters to get 2,600 meters to Senaru crater. So this one, for the view, is nicest one, especially for the sunset, because you can see directly to the ocean from this side. You can see the Gili Island, you can see the Mount Angin Valley. Bali also. So there is a picture from Senaru Crater. Yeah, compared to summit views, this place is nicer. Different angles, different views. Yeah. Okay, so on this criterium, on this campsite, so in the night we can spend more time. If you want more relax in the night time, you want to spend more time to enjoy the star. It's possible because no more midnight wake up. So on the last day, you just wake up around 6 a.m. I think that is normal time for wake up compared to the first night. First night have to wake up at 2 a.m. So on this night you can enjoy more view, enjoy the Milky Way. If you like, you can see the Milky Way even. Yeah. And then on the last day, just wake up at 6, breakfast at 6:30, and then at 7 you start going down. You do your last day. So this will take about 5 to 6 hours on your last day. Mostly it's jungle. It's about 1 hour till 1.5 hours to get position 3. This is the steepest down. It's open place, and then the rest is all the way down on the jungle until you finish the hike. Yeah, and then you'll having lunch somewhere. Normally in post 1, it's like 1 hour before you finish the hike on your last day. Yeah, it's still on the jungle. So normally you'll finish the hike is about 1 p.m. Yeah, 1 2 p.m. you'll be in the village on your last day. I heard that you catch for the boat on your last day.
Yeah, that would be great if we could catch the boat at 3.
So I think the last boat is leaving at
30.
3:30.
Yeah.
So the
back to
boat is.
Bali?
Yeah.
That's what we were trying to do.
Woo.
You want to catch that? Yeah, that's
Go together.
So that will be good because you have a 2 trekking guide. For example, if 3 people was walking a little bit slow,
It's
so
okay.
maybe they can walk
Slower,
behind, and
yeah.
then 4 of you can walk a little bit earlier, little bit faster. You have to catch the boat. So hopefully you will be at 1 p.m. So if you want to get a shower first, you can get a shower and then drop you to Bangsal. It will take about 1 hour to 1.5 hours to Bangsal. Yeah, if you want to get the boat.
That's where you
So how long would it be from the end of the hike? You would have to
We went to the port, but how long would that
Sangili?
take?
No,
No,
so
we did go to Bangsal.
yeah, Bangsal Harbor is better.
Bangsal
To Bali, Padang Bay.
Yeah.
Padang Bay.
Yes, to Padang Bay.
Take about 1 hour and 45 minutes from here to get to Bangsal.
Okay, so 2
Yeah.
hours. So we were
Yeah.
at like 12:30 realistically.
Even an emergency, so we can take like 1 hour.
1 hour,
20
yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
That'd be great if we.
Yeah, if we could, that would be great.
Yeah, because would like to get to do a yoga teacher training.
Yeah, but normally one
We'll, like,
PM
start
will be
earlier in
in
the
here. So it means it's
Bang, bang.
Padang Bay, yes.
Padang Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the harbor in Bali.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
or
we're talking
yeah, for Gili, right?
too.
The same
Yeah.
person.
You going to Bali or Gili?
Bali.
Bali, yeah, it's Bangsal. So you're going from here to from Bangsal. Okay, because your first day is mostly is open place, so your first day you should put sunblock or sunscreen. Because your last day mostly is on the jungle, so you should prepare the insect repellent, the mosquito spray, yeah, the lotion or spray. So for food, 2% is vegetarian, but even 3, you are vegan, right? Yeah, 3 is totally vegetarian. One is okay.
I can eat anything.
Can eat anything.
Just see me. I'll eat anything.
Okay. Any?
But if it makes it easier, so
It's
you don't
okay.
have to bring like different stuff. I could eat with.
No worries. So it's easy for our team.
We
Yeah.
have a 2 trekking guide. Also, they can manage like one vegetarian, one
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah, I'll eat it.
So only two torchlight.
One
torchlight,
jack-
one torchlight, and then
Jacket.
maybe jacket.
So if you could show us one jacket as well so we can
Yeah,
compare,
let's see what
that
they
would
are.
be cool. Yeah.
I'll just bring this one pair of sweatpants.
Yeah, for walking on a daytime, you can just wear. I mean that if you prepare with a long one, that will be fine. But short one, even most people they wear short one. Yeah, especially sometime in the afternoon it's raining, so it's gonna be protect. I mean that it's not get wet because the poncho normally is until your knees. So if you wear the short one, so it can be covered by rain. So only maybe two short one is fine, 2 short and then 1,000 for the night.
Sorry,
one.
kawan.
That will be fine. So it's not too heavy also.
Terima kasih. Apa kabar?
Okay, so everyone ready for tomorrow?
Yes.
You must be ready. You should be ready.
So what about high sequence on the stomach?
So far is fine.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
sometimes, yes, sometimes some people a little bit just feeling lazy, a little bit, but I mean that is not that bad. Because that is still is under 4,000 meters. I have over 4,000 meters less oxygen. Yeah. Most people, even nicer is most people they feel normal, only like a 2% still a little bit better.
Maybe also tries to probably get some like sugar or Coca-Cola.
Okay, so then you can make the payment and then you can check into the room. And if the weather is changing, you can go to the
Waterfall.
do the small exercise.
Yeah.
Warm up.
Thank you. For payment, you will do in cash or in card?
Half.
Cash, in cash, in card. If you do in card, let's do the same extra.
Can we use dollars?
Yes, we do.